Hello? Hello, hello? Congrats on first void. Let's go. As always, super fast, super slick. Hello. Hi, everybody. I know, I'm really late. I'm sorry. I have no excuse. I just suck. But we're gonna chill for a little bit today. Hello. Congrats. Hello, Mark. How's it going? My mic died, and then when I came back, OBS crashed, so that's cool. Hopefully we don't have any problems, but it's quite possible that we do anyway, so who knows. Seku, thank you for 14 months. Thank you. My Discord notification blocked the redeem button. It's okay, you're not missing anything crazy. But hello, howdy, how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I've been, whoa. Thank you for 62 months, B. Thank you very much. That is a long time. Thank you very much. And thank you for starting the hype train. Thank you for a level 1 hype train. I appreciate that. Anyways, I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you're doing. Hi, Kira. How are you? Hello, Jordan. I'm sorry you didn't get the redeem button, but it's okay. Not everyone pointing. You gotta put the laughing emoji though, guys. You gotta do the whole thing. That sucks. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? I'm so curious now. Do I have to wait till next month? 63 months? Or can I know now? Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. We're going chill. I was gonna play fitting music. If you can already read right here, I got a very juicy new robot. Thank you, Zeku, for gifting a sub. Thank you. So I have to say I'll be there. So today we have a very sexy limited, like a collector's type. This is a Macross one. Macross, if you don't know. Macross has the YF-29. Not to be confused with the YF-19. It's a different model, but this is one that Saotome used. You might notice if you watch the movie for Macross. But yes, this is a very cool bot. I will show you up close. I love this motherfucker. You don't really see him much, but here's what he looks like. He's got very cool forms. He's got his full form, the half girl walk mode, the fighter mode, and then if you want to see the actual model, it is right here. So very sleek, very clean. I thought to myself that I'd like to get other non-Gundam related ones. So I want to try and pick like one per series that has a mech as well to collect. My only exception besides Gundam is probably Code Geass because I want all of those. So very cool. But yes, this is a very cool one. I've never actually seen this one in person. It's even got like the official sticker for Macross. It's very cool. Don't mind my hand cut up. I sliced it open, so very cool. Yes, this kit is very sweet. I'm very excited to open and start it with you guys. We won't finish it today because I will not be on for very long, but I would like to get started today. I'm sorry that I've been gone. If you guys were here last time I was live, you guys know my tooth was hurting. So I've been dealing with bruxism, so grinding your teeth, which I always do, but I did it so bad that I think I fucked up some nerves. Like I was pinching them from inflammation. It took all the way till 2 days ago to start having pain relief. Like it was not a good deal. I probably was like at my worst 8 in terms of pain, which is pretty high for me because I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, it's like Transformer and Gundam had a baby. It kind of gives really sleek samurai-ish vibes. Like it feels like a skin Genji could have if you made a really weird robot version, but no. But it's very cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this puppy up. Oh, I need to show you guys some cards I got too. Let me cut this open real quick. I did find the new packet for Final Fantasy. I opened it without you guys. I was too excited. I'm sorry. This is not new. It's been out because the ones that I was pulling before were the lightning ones. Those came out like middle of 2024, but this is a more recent one. It's called Gunslinger in the Abyss. I know, I was too excited, Roz. I was too excited. But I will show you. I actually don't have very exciting cards. However, I have very good cards. So like they're like good in the game. I have a bunch. So for the good cards, actually I'll show you the not so good ones. I have an Art of Vitra here. I also pulled just like old Snapper, just regular cards like Old Snapper, Gladiator, Zephos, X-Death. We love X-Death out here. A Geomancer card again. White Mage, very, very cute. Titov, Simha, yeah, from 13-2. Sorry, I couldn't remember their name, which is very cool. Another Sarah, and then I have Parai, and this is for Puppet Master. I already have 2 Puppet Master cards, but this is the card I have. But for cool cards, I'm talking these are cool. I have a Gav. Any 16 fans would know Gav from when we play. This is an EX card, which is pretty cool. I also have a Limit Break card version of Kuja. Limit Break and EX cards are like, you know, they're the bigger tier cards, obviously, in terms of stuff like that, so that's cool. I also got, oh, this is not supposed to be in here, it's just a regular Geomancer. I got Phoenix, another 16 card, very, very cool. Yes, this is a Macross kit, Barney, hello. And I have Alexander. I know that we have some Alexander fans in here, so thank you again for the hype train. I appreciate it. Mark, thank you for the raid. Can I get a shout out for Mark, please? This is 7 Rebirths, Alexander, for those that are curious. And then for my sparkly card, which again, you're not guaranteed these, I got Ajita Marujido, which you may know from 11. He is a Taru. Wow, it looks so good on this camera down here, on this main camera, look. See how, remember I told you guys it's really reflective? Now that I have this angle, I can actually show you guys how reflective these nice cards are. Charlie actually told me that he went to go get some of these cards too, and he agrees with me. These cards are fucking gorgeous. So I'll let you see up close how they look though. They are very, very nice. They are very shiny and high quality. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of like speckle pattern, like speckle hollow. You can see right here, it's a lot of dots. Not my favorite kind of hollow, not my kind of thing. However, for the types of arts they put on here, since they're like drawn arts, I think they look pretty decent. I would never want to play them though. And you also cannot see this, but I don't know if it's a thing to show legitimacy or what, could just be because like the type of card or character. Because I think it's the elements. Because this one seems to be like a ground element thing. You can't see it, as I don't think you'll be able to catch it. Maybe if I get really close. Maybe I'll let it focus, see if it works, if it wants to focus. There are little lines in like plate shapes you cannot see. It's too shiny. So on this card, there's like this kind of pattern on like the top, and then there's like an opposing pattern, like a jigsaw on the bottom and the middle, which I don't think is a printing error. I think it's visually supposed to be like that, which is pretty cool. But yes, those are my pretty cool cards. So I have a lot of shiny cards already at this point, and I have some cool like full like regular stuff. Anyway, I do want to show you guys some cool stuff. Otherwise, cards, yes. When we being 16 Riyu, we need to go back to it at some point. But I'm enjoying Bioshock, so we probably will go back to that. What's the red outfit card? This is Witch of the Fens. It's a red mage from A2 Tactics. So I do want to show. I think I showed you guys that I was filling these out. I was trying to use my top loaders, but I wanted to show you guys because I always tell you guys all the time that I have really old Pokemon cards. I'm talking like 90s Pokemon cards, because my mom was always prepping herself for when she had a kid that they would have like a hobby they could get into, and she got sold on the idea by some dude that was selling cards that would be a good idea and an investment. So she'd been doing that forever. So I want to show you the difference though, because in art style. So for example, look at how far we've come in terms of art. A Charizard versus this is kind of crazy now. Like, look at the difference. Look at the effects on the actual, because this is like a foil version, you know what I mean? But like, isn't it crazy to see how far we've come between the two? Full arts are some of the best things to ever happen to Pokemon cards, I swear. They're super, well, cards in general, they're super, super cool. And OG Charizard, yeah, I have a lot. I have 2 of these, I have 3 Blastoise, and I have 3 Venusaurs like this also. But yeah, I have a lot of these. Unfortunately, I will say, she used to collect them in, which back then I assumed there wasn't the side loaders back then, I'm assuming. So they are in like a big binder, and so some of them have like the little bit of the bending, not in the card, but like the things they're in have been like stuck in that shape for a long time. So I put them in top loaders, holding to straighten them out. But I'm trying to do that because I have a lot of like what I assume are good cards. Like, I don't know if this is worth, like, this isn't the Charizard everyone's looking for, I'm sure, especially if it's in Japanese, but I do have a lot of cards. Like, I have like 2 binders this big of like all holo cards, because I guess she just was collecting them in the future. And so it's funny because she was gonna throw these away at one point. I was like, let me take them, bitch, what the hell. So let me get my cane. Buyers and plastic kids with a move back in the day. Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was the thing, right? So like, it's kind of inevitable. I'm sure you couldn't grade this and get it to be like a 10 or something, but I do want to keep I'm probably just gonna look through it because I have a lot. I'm not joking, it's a lot. I'm probably gonna get like top loaders for most of them, and then I'll probably keep like the best one for myself, and then I'll sell the other ones because I don't need 3 of these, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need all like 3 of every Pokemon. So there's some cool ones too. As someone, because I watch a lot of people unwrapping stuff, I have like she has like I say she, but it's mine now, so I guess I have like the Chrome deck ones. Like, I have those too. It's kind of crazy. So as you can have got full art cards, can you show the back of them? Yeah, this is kind of works too, because these are both Japanese cards. So this is the current Japanese cards for this set, and this is the OG one from, I think it's 1996 for this one, in Japanese also. Any scuffs you see, by the way, is just the actual holder, not the card itself. The card is not damaged, I checked. It's just the little loader I have in there is really shitty. So, but yeah, so there's the difference. Yeah. Why is eating a lot of pie never considered a sin? Because the sin of pie is 0. Oh my fucking god. Also, nice. I haven't seen either of those back cards. So yeah, Japanese cards have different looks. And also, if you don't know, Japanese cards, despite being the cheaper usually cards you can get, like if you're looking at 2 the same card, English and Japanese ones tend to be a little bit cheaper. They are nicer quality. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, Japan's got the better stuff. I mean, quite literally, like the paper quality of the Japanese cards are usually nicer. So that's why a lot of collectors like to just collect the Japanese ones and not necessarily, and then for play, they get the English ones. But yeah, it's very cool. It also makes it way easier for me to collect. But I just want to show you guys the difference, because I think it's really cool to see, like, I guess like the origins, right, to now. It's kind of crazy. Like this one, this Dedede one is not obviously 2025, it's 2021, but like that's still crazy, right? That's like 25 years of time. Oh, sorry, 20, yes, it is 25. But isn't that cool? Anyway, I just want to show that for funsies. But yeah. Other than that, I got from the source, beat that loser. Right, I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm just... Okay, let's do this. It's kind of funny. This sounds really dumb, but... So, I don't really want to... Even though this is like a... Sorry, I should flip it around for you guys. Even though this is like a really cool, limited thing, I will say, this is expensive for what it is, because of the quality. It's an HG, but this costs as much as like you might find like a cheaper MG. Which is kind of harsh, but it is a collector's thing, and Macross doesn't have that many kits. At least they're still in proper production like this. So yeah, I know, I'm so excited, Reaper. I'm super excited. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be building, because I've never seen one in person, so I'm very excited. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I want to keep this Macross. I was kind of peeved. As you can tell, it's crooked compared to the rest of the logos. There were only 2, and one was crooked, but the other one had a dent in the box, and you know me with dents, I can't do it. With the way people be buying finals because you got a fortune in your hands, twin. So you're not wrong, twin. I don't think I have like thousands of dollars worth of cards, but I definitely probably have a good hundreds of cards, like in terms of money, which is kind of cool. I'm actually kind of happy with how we've been hauling cards, because we've opened like a couple packs, and in everything, all in all, I think if we're talking from a monetary standpoint, I don't give a shit. I just want to collect for art's sake. But we have gotten hits like 3 times in a row, and I think we've had enough hits that we actually are plus at this point. Like we have made like $20 in profit total on all the stuff that I have, which is cool. But yeah, nah, Dan, the collector's box is right. Well, it's not like collector's edition. It's just like it's for the 40th anniversary was the release for it, and so like it's just kind of hard to get without shipping it. Like I don't know, it's hard to find in person is what I'm trying to say. The guy that I was talking to when I was registering, he was saying that he likes it, but the problem is that it's got a lot of stickers, and I know some people have feelings about how stickers can feel very cheap. Personally, I don't find them very cheap. I think they're fine. There are some effects that you just can't do in the plastic when it's a lower model. Like, that's just kind of how it goes. So it's not a big deal to me. I did hear that this set is really fun to build, and it's pretty, wow, that's a pretty color. It's very, heavy. So, cause you guys know, HGs can look nice. I mean, look at Calibarn. Calibarn looks great, and this is without lining, you know what I mean? And it's got tons of stickers, but it doesn't feel cheap in any sense at all. I hear he can be very top heavy though, so I will have to get a stand if it doesn't come with a stand, but I need a sturdy one because I hear that even with a stand, they fall over, so. Yeah, of course, yeah, I get that. Hello, Blighters, how are you? And have a good lurk, super guy. Yeah, we'll probably get a little bit in here and then we'll, you know, we'll do whatever. I will have more time probably tomorrow. I low-key want to stream later today, but no promises, so. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's so fun. I'm so excited to already. I didn't think I'd be opening another kit this soon, to be honest, so I'm very happy. What's the estimated build time for these? So Calibarn, for example, if we add all of my stream time, so that's me building plus yapping and getting distracted, I think it took us about 4.5 hours for this guy. So give or take how that will. That being said, YF-29 has multiple forms, so it might take a little bit longer. It really depends. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Especially because I got Calibarn. I got this guy for freaking $12. Hello? It was on sale. Riyu becoming Gunpla streamer, let's go. I've always built Gunpla, but I mean, we can get more into it. I definitely wouldn't be mad. These stickers look great though. They are very nice. I will say I expected this green here to be reflective, but it is matte, which is kind of a bummer, but it probably looks better that way when it's fully built. Who knows? But yeah, I was gonna put Macross music on, but I decided not to. Okay, so we move these. I will say I like the look of these. These are very hollow. Look at that. See that? On the purple and the blue and the green, they are very iridescent. Juicy. Also, crazy cool idea I just found out, and I didn't even think about until this genius on TikTok did it. You ever drop, I'm sure you have. You ever dropped Gunpla or broken one or something? I've had many that have fallen because of either earthquakes or someone knocks into it, or my pet at the time knocked into it or something, right? If it becomes to the point where you can't refix it, you know what you can do? You can make a little topiary. So what I mean is that they've made like a bunch of like, you know how you can buy like props to make like landscapes? There are people who have hobbies of just like making landscapes of like people having farms or trains and stuff. You can take the moss and the rocks and stuff and just make it like, make a little topiary of a robot that's like destroyed. You know what I mean? Like a diorama thing. Like think like, you know, Reinhardt. Okay, this is gonna be a very strange way to explain this, but like think Reinhardt at the end. Is it Eichenfeld? I don't know. I'm bad at that. Where he's like in the moss or whatever. Think that, but with robot. Great idea, right? Like it's so smart. You do the buffing to make it look like it's weathered. You paint it with a little bit of brown so it looks like it's been dirty, and then you just put the pieces into the ground and cover it in moss, and it's beautiful. And so now I kind of low-key want to break one. Not like on purpose, just like I hope like one day like something that I don't cherish too heavily, like a entry grade RX-7A or something, will just break and I can like, you know what I mean? It is Eichenfeld, that's what I thought. I love that map. So I figured I knew it, but I was still scared that I low-key didn't know it. Oh my god, these ones. Ooh, wait, look at these pieces. Look at them. They're so, ooh, they look like pieces for like a beetle or something. Ugh. So cool. Speaking of Overwatch, has anyone seen the new character? I hear he's in beta testing for a couple days or something. I don't understand. He seems cool, but I'm not gonna lie. And I think that his character type, like a young, boisterous, young adult male, is like a refreshing thing because we haven't had one of. I feel like we haven't had that in a while. Because like the last man I can think of is Lifeweaver, but he's more of like a mature, kind of like trying to be pretty boy. Do you know what I mean? It's like the same personality. So I think it's a refreshing thing, but like, I kind of wish he had been a little more, I don't know. Like I want to say more diverse, but I don't know what I would have said instead. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think they could have done a little bit more. I do like the concepts and parts of his design. They make sense. They don't feel silly, but I don't know. It's one of the best maps for sure. Right. I've seen people build like builds. Yes, exactly. You get it. I just put his gunpla close to the edge. I know it's like the neighborhood cat. He looks generic. Right. There's something about him that just kind of feels too generic. Wow. This is a booklet and a half. Look at this. It's thick. It's just thick. Anyway, for those that don't watch Macross, the person who is in the Valkyrie for this is Alto Saltome, who is this person here. He's a cool character, but yeah, maybe if you don't recognize by name, maybe you recognize by long blue hair guy. Yeah, I think his abilities are cool though. How many pages is this? This is 1/100th scale, 19 pages. I'm excited. It's so well made. I could frame this. I would frame this. This is pretty cool. I'll read it for you guys. How about this? Oh, they even tell you about the movie that's in for the Wings of Farewell or Sayonara no Tsubasa. I won't read this part for you though, because if you don't know anything about Macross, you won't know. You'll be like, who the fuck is Cheryl and Ronka? So never mind. It is. Should I put echoing? Sure, why not? The YF-29 Durandal is a variable fighter developed from the YF-24 evolution to counter the mysterious cosmic entities known as the Vara. Its development was handled by engineers from organizations such as the LAI and the Macross Frontier Fleet, and is equipped with 4 high-power reaction turbine engines and epoch-making maneuverability thanks to its high thrust. With the use of innovative devices such as the fold-wave system that functions as a nearly infinite energy source, the unit achieved overwhelming combat capabilities despite the difficulty in obtaining the fold quartz, a crucial component of the YF-29. Its main wings have forward-swept designs that offer excellent maneuverability within the atmosphere, and the engine pods on the outer wings, capable of output as powerful as the main engine, can be rotated to perform complex maneuvers with immense thrust. By taking in the power of the fold quartz refined within the Vara, the YF-29 also gains mystical powers. There you go. George's gonna love it since he's been watching Macross. Has he? What the fuck? I didn't realize. Wait, I think he left. I think he's busy. Damn it. Damn it. It's okay. Anyway, we need to open all these parts. We need to cut parts out with nippers and leaving some excess runner. Okay. Cut the excess gates off the part with the nippers for a clean finish. Okay. Fit parts together securely. Yeah, no shit. I'm just making sure. Undergate. Parts near the undergate have excess runner on their inner or back sides. Make sure to trim the portions indicated by the arrows. Okay. Follow the numerical order. Yeah, I hope so. Did you see that Blizzard said they're going to stop making oddball heroes in favor of more attractive ones? No. What? Wait, can I get the receipts for that? What they've been doing all along, pretty much. Right, I was about to say. What do they mean oddballs? Who's an oddball? Name one oddball besides like Hammond. Like what? What are we talking about? Okay. When using the HG-1100 YF-29 Durandal Valkyrie Alto Saltome use water decals sold separately. Detail markings can also be reproduced. Wait, there's water seals I could have bought? They didn't have them at the store. Aw, man, I like water seals. They're definitely nerve-wracking though. Oh, Junkrat, basically anyone not human. Oh, Charlie, you just missed our whole representation of the stuff. You missed it. I was doing a reading of stuff. I want to show you something. Don't leave, fucker. Anyway, I don't know why I'm being so aggressive. I just thought you appreciate this hollow effect on these pieces. Don't they remind you of like beetle wings or something? I just thought you would like it. That's all. Anyway. Hey, carry on. How to make skins for hello? What, Junkrat? Wait, what? Here I'm showing up late. What's up? What up, Cage? We are building some Macross today. Just for starters, I think we're just gonna do the main build. So for his Batroid mode, let me just look at everything and make sure we've got everything we need. Okay. So I don't have the water seals, but I do have the seals that come with it. There are a lot of seals, but I am okay with that. We're gonna start with 011. So we're gonna need A6C1 and B2. He means Winston. I forgot Winston was a character. Here for the session, I'm taking all my players. Good luck. Yes, Winston, I was not pulling a Frieza. No, I didn't think you were being racist. I couldn't remember a monkey. I was like, Hammond's not a monkey, was what I thought. I was like, he's a hamster. It's in the name, Ham. Let's see. This. I'm trying to see which pieces I need. I can't find the A set. A set. It's probably in one of these still. That's why. Oh, here it is. Just kidding. A, B, and C currently. It looks like. E. This is where having a runner holder would be really, really good, but it's okay. We make do because we're poor. You know why we're poor also? Because we have to buy kits like this. You get rid of no problem. You don't have to. You don't have to. The E, F, G. Sorry, I'm trying to alphabetize them to make it a little easier on my brain. I have A currently. Let me open another one. Ham and skin, but he's a piece of ham. I love that. How do people recommend those ones that they let people vote on? I would buy a ham and skin. He's just like a giant ham hawk. I think it'd be great. Don't worry, we know it's somebody else's cat. D1. Okay. D2 is below. Perfect. F2. Okay, that goes behind. 1. And then C1. We do need C1. There's C2, so we can make a Code Geass reference, or... But how have you all been? What is new with you all? I've just been in writhing pain from my teeth. And also just like self-reflection. I think I've cracked the code for some things, and I'm feeling a slow arc development in my life, which is a good thing. B1 and B2 are here. Good. Okay. Let's start. Oh, A, B2. Sorry, we only need A, B2, C1, and C2. A, B2, C1, and C2. Where's C2? Oh, it's in these ones, huh? Yeah, it must be in this one then, because I don't see it. Whack! I'm high as fuck and use the comma as an apostrophe. Not actually high, but I wouldn't mind. Man, I thought you were high. I'm about to tell you the funniest joke of your life. You can if you'd like to. No worries if not. Like I don't disbelieve you guys. I just would like to read what they said verbatim so I can be like, wow, that's what they said. Ooh, it comes with a base. Okay. C2. This is E1. Okay. That should be everything. So B, D, B2. This is E1. Okay. Okay. Alphabetize. Check. Done. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so we'll spread these out. Okay. Oh, hi, Mark. Nah, I wish I was high. Right. Thank you, Ross. It takes forever to load. No Overwatch 2 hero design philosophy. Blizzard is reportedly focusing on relatable heroes and moving away from oddballs, though they plan to sprinkle in non-humans and tease exciting things ahead in that regard. Read the full article here. This is from Polygon, so take this with a grain of salt. Overwatch 2's Wu Yang tackles the biggest challenge of all, disappointing your parents. Wu Yang's struggle comes from within. What? Like any good hero, Wu Yang, Overwatch 2's newest support set to make his debut in Season 18 later this month, needs a villain to challenge him. Unlike most heroes, that villain isn't a superpowered fiend. Wu Yang's biggest foe is the guilt he feels over disappointing his parents, and the struggle to make a life he can be proud of anyway. Is that literally what it is? Central to Wu Yang's identity crisis is Wuxing University, a new faction in Overwatch 2 based in the game's version of Chengdu, China. Like the eponymous philosophy that inspired the university, Wuxing, academics and philosophy are built around the 5 elements: wood, air, water, fire, and metal. We wanted to represent this side of Chinese culture because Wuxing is a concept that dates all the way back to the Han Dynasty. Overwatch 2 senior narrative designer Zhou Zhang said in a recent roundtable interview Polygon attended. It's present in things like music, astrology, martial arts, military strategy, traditional Chinese medicine. We already have mana sort of global adventure, so we wanted to really take that traditional route this time when we were exploring what it means to represent China as a country. The university is a pioneering institution of technology and military strategy, and Wu Yang's parents were experts in their fire-aligned field of studies in martial arts and military defense, on top of being celebrated veterans of the Omnic Crisis, a major conflict in Overwatch 2 lore. That's quite the legacy to live up to, and their dearest ambition was to have him follow in their footsteps, which he fails to do at the first hurdle. Wu Yang's subpar performance on the college entrance exam means he has to go with his second choice, which is the Water College. So a lot of pressure for young students in that area to live up to that legacy. And so his story is he's trying to find his own path, Zhang said. He's really struggling with these feelings like he let his parents down because they worked so hard to defend his country and train him up. And instead he wasn't able to live up to that. So the story touches on themes that I think would be very poignant to a lot of our players, but also especially our East Asian players. This was a really, really personal hero for me, Zhang continued. When I was writing the story, I drew on a lot of very deep personal experiences about confronting my own feelings of wanting to give back to my family, the shame and guilt that comes with that, and exploring what it means when you fall short of your parents' dreams and how you pick yourself up from that. I think it's something that people don't talk about a lot. Blizzard has made representation a key part of its Overwatch roster since shortly after the first game launched. However, even as recent as LiveWave's introduction in 2023, the representation usually stopped at including specific groups without saying much about what it's like to live their lives. Wu Young is part of a more recent trend where the narrative team goes beyond just letting people see themselves in characters and try speaking to their experiences as well. For example, take Hazard, a tank added in December 2024. He's a poor boy from a broken family in Glasgow, Scotland, who found a new family with a gang of noble ruffians and became a Robin Hood-like icon for the downtrodden by stealing from the rich. Blizzard even used 2025 Pride celebrations, which centered on Soldier 76's happy love-filled life, with his erstwhile partner Vincent, as an opportunity to remind LGBTQ players, amid increasing intolerance, violence, and discrimination around the world, that they aren't alone and should be proud of who they are. It's all part of a more focused design philosophy Blizzard developed after Overwatch 2's launch, one that prioritizes heroes that can make deeper connections with people. We will always take an approach while making Overwatch heroes aspirational in some sense. Lead concept artist Daryl Tan said, "They're aspirational in their physique, in their expertise of what they do, and just being really cool heroes that we can look up to. That approach makes it easier to tell evocative stories, but it does narrow the scope of who a character can be to an extent." Tan said this aspirational designs with the team moved away from oddball characters like Wrecking Ball and more recently the giant daddy Omnic Ramatra in favor of more conventional and conventionally attractive characters. However, he also said the design team is eager to sprinkle non-human heroes in over time and tease exciting stuff down the road in that regard. Almost all of Wu Young's backstory is confined to trailers and other material outside the game itself, but if you've been keen to experiment with his water mastery in action, Blizzard is hosting a trial weekend from the 14th to the 18th of this month, 2 days left, ahead of his debut in Season 18 on August 26. So, I have thoughts. I will talk about those thoughts right now. So when it comes to games that do the whole, I'm gonna make characters from different parts of the world, I really am big on, if you're going to touch the same continent, that you pick different areas. So Mei being already from China, I don't think we need a second China character. We could even argue because there's 3 Japanese characters. You've got Hanzo, Genji, and then Kiriko. I didn't think it was very necessary. That being said, Overwatch / Blizzard's big thing is what? It's storytelling. It always has been. Blizzard's been good at their narrative in terms of figuring out characters that you actually kind of want to know a bit about. Now, as for what Overwatch actually entails in terms of lore, I don't know because I don't watch any of them. But I will say they have taken attempts to do so. And I think that's a good thing and one of their strengths that keeps them probably up even to today. My problem, though, I just feel like we could have picked somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? And also, I think that the idea of trying to cater to the type of people versus just the place they're from is great. However, my first thought is also, why do we not go back to the ones we haven't fleshed out? There is a necessity for in-depth experiences per character, but there's also, we need to keep it within the confines of the plot that we have given ourselves. So there's a reason why Widowmaker is the way she is. There's a reason why Diva got looped in. There's a reason why Ramatra is XYZ. Right. We need that, and if anything, I think we need more of those. And I think oddball characters are very important for that. Overwatch is nothing, in my opinion, without the oddball characters, because if not, it wouldn't stand out in any way whatsoever compared to other games that try to do the same thing for its time. That's how I feel. And I just feel like taking them away, just because you can't make Hammond's lore deep, like he's the only hamster in his cage that could not do XYZ. No one gives a shit that much. It's still nice to have an eclectic group of characters, though, because not everyone wants a character that has a relatable story or some shit. It's not gonna appeal to everybody. It really does, it's hard to, there's a hard line, right? You either seem like you're catering to trying to give people inclusion, but a lot of people would also argue that it seems like you're pandering. Do you know what I mean? There's a really hard blend there, and I think that's a hard thing for companies and any form of arts to navigate. I just think, though, what you should focus more on is just the experience. So obviously the game itself and this lore part are 2 separate things. I know there's gonna be people who are just they should focus on fixing their game. That's a completely different team. We're not talking about that. We're talking about just the lore and the character designs. I think that they have a pretty solid team I think they have solid developers in terms of like the design work and the design sense of each design. There's a lot of designs you see of other characters or different versions of skins, and you're like, why didn't they pick XYZ? But in a design standpoint, they kind of made sense in the ones they choose for the most part. But I think that getting too in detail is kind of like not necessary. You know, I think that I'd rather know more world building. I want to know why XYZ's character built into this world. Like, I get it, Wu Yong's parents were apart and fought with the world, and so he wants to be part of it, but he fails and he's just like a trainee now at a water college. Sure, but like, it's not giving me his ultimate goal. Like, is his ultimate goal to become great and be a part of Overwatch so that he can save the day even though he failed college? And also, I just feel like I partially don't agree with Zhang's wording of saying that people don't talk about that a lot. I feel like it's very, very commonly discussed that people in colleges, especially East Asians, have surmounting pressures from their parents and college and struggling with it. I feel like that's something people talk about all the time. I feel like if you don't think that's true, you don't consume media anywhere else. Like, you don't watch TV or you don't look at indie games or something. I feel like that's just not true. I'm not saying it doesn't need to be talked about. I'm just saying that to claim that it's never talked about is just, it feels slightly false to me. I feel like that's all, you know, that's a common thing. There's a reason why it's kind of like used in some forms of media as a trope. You know, I'm not saying it is a trope. I'm just saying people do use it as in lieu as like a trope, right? And I just feel like it's not as deep as they think it is to be like, oh, I'm a struggling college kid. I don't feel like that's that deep. And so I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just hoping that their future roster of people who are being added to Overwatch gets some more depth. Like, do you guys remember hearing anything about Venture? Like, I don't know anything about Venture. I know Venture, but I don't know anything about it. And it's amusing to me that they're talking more about Wu Yang than they did Venture. And I think that mentioning the attractiveness, that they want to fix that, is very strange also, because the whole uniqueness about like the designs in Overwatch is the diversity. If we're not talking diversity in where they're from, it's diversity in their design looks. You know what I mean? And I know that there's been arguments of people wondering with Overwatch characters if there's like same face syndrome and stuff like that. And I do think in some ways there are some of those things. I feel that a lot with Freya. And stuff like that. But I just feel very strange because I feel like they have these things they have to think about. Like, Venture's a great example. Venture gives representation for like me, having a gap or like a spot in your tooth that's not in the normal, like the normal spacing for teeth, right? Because they have like a tooth removed or something, right? Everyone talked shit. Everyone was like, Venture's too ugly, blah, 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 etc., right? So now that we're talking about making more conventionally attractive characters, we're just gonna stop making characters that have things like moles and freckles and shit? That's basically the same thing to me. It's just a thing that happens. You lose teeth, you have freckles, you, I don't know, your face is asymmetrical. You know what I just think it's very strange that we're doing that because you wanna give inclusion, but you're about to make it so that they're more conformed to the norm, or not even the norm. That's not even the norm. It's just like the glorified, right? Do you know what I mean? I feel like once you do that, I feel like that undermines a lot of games, especially in AAA. In AAA, it's super easy for everything to look just pretty because they have the money and the budget, right? But if you make them all conventionally attractive, like heavily or the same, it becomes so easy to be numb to it. Like, if you're playing, you'll be like, oh, this is just Widowmaker 2.0. This is Widowmaker 3.0, for example, right? Like, you would just start feeling that way. You wouldn't feel like there's a character. So then, what you might think next is, oh, I should play like a little guy. I should play Hammond, you know what I mean? Or Winston, because like they're not like the same looking, the same people. They're like animals. And then they're gonna be like, no, we don't want to right now. Like, I just feel like that's strange because I don't think if you did a survey for people that play Overwatch, would play Overwatch, have played Overwatch, if one of the questions is like, does this character being like a animal or like a robot or something, does that make you less likely to play it? No. Because you know why you play Overwatch at the end of the fucking day? It is not because of them being a college student. You play it because you like playing the goddamn game. You like playing the classes they play and the skill kits of certain characters. Do you know what I mean? Sure, I might have a character that I'm like, I don't really like their hair color, but I like their kit. I'm still gonna play them, right? It's the same concept. I just don't really understand. Like, I don't get it. There has to be some light pressure, I think, on their side to like make characters that will be financially feasible. Because I'm sure it takes a lot of money to make characters and design them and get them into the game because it's labor to put them in, right? But and I think for them, like, they want marketability. They want the Kirikos, the ones that are going to be able to make skins and be played very heavily in comp and in unranked, because that's important too. They need balancing because we don't want characters that just kind of like are not necessary in any game context, etc., which is already hard to do because their roster is large. I get that. However, I just feel like we don't have to, like, how do I explain this? Because they don't make characters all the fucking time. But I think it's personally okay that they just stop making characters for a while till they feel like there's one that's really fleshed out. Do you know what I mean? You can add supplementary characters for, like, I don't know, background lore. There's tons of characters. You've heard of Diva, Demon, you know, the other one, the other girl in the mech that we were like, you know, the leaks were told that maybe we'll get them at XYZ. We can just hint about them. Just talk about them. Just put them in like as little snippets of lore. That's more than enough building, in my opinion, for the world than trying to give each character like their backstory and why they integrate in like a strange way. I don't know. It's very strange. Hi, Triz. You're awesome. I hope you're well. In theory, it should be okay since there's so much culture to pull from in China. It's a big ass continent. Like how much they were able to do with China. No. I'm not saying you can't pull a lot of lore from China. I'm saying, like, what about other countries in Asia? Is what I'm trying to say. We've got so many countries we can make another character from. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. We have some diversity in Asia for sure. I'm just saying we could have done another one. Like, there's no reason to stop now that we have like 5. Do you know what I mean? And like, there's gotta be other areas that don't have as much representation, either because the character's not popular or it's just not really mentioned. Like, I don't know. There's gotta be. I just feel like there's not as much. They do a lot with Europe, but they mess up the lore so much. That does make it hard too. Like, it's hard to, like, I'm trying to, you know, middle ground and understand, but it also doesn't make sense to me. Odd characters help enrich the roster overall. I agree. It's nice to have characters that are different for lore and stuff, and also just design. So the number one, right? I agree. It is like the thing I hear a lot. The character they don't do shit for, right? Struggles with college. Maybe if you weren't pushing a payload, fighting a giant hamster, you'd do better. No one talks about Venture. It's strange. I thought Venture was a cool idea. They did their inclusion right. They tried to make the design more unique and all that stuff. So Venture did deserve better. I think Venture's voice actor is really good. Or actress, rather. Hi, Dracula. How are you? I'm doing well. We're talking about Overwatch right now. Venture was the first character I somewhat related to, and that's only because of their tooth gap was in the same place as mine. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's not often I actually see gaps in insurance. Gaps are something that I don't think about them a lot, but you really don't see teeth gaps very often, I feel like. You know what I mean? I just feel like you don't. Like, I don't know. Like, the only thing I can ever think of is I remember a long time ago when I was a kid, like, I'm talking like a baby. I remember my mom would show me, like, she would like point out like this commercial all the time that she would talk about all the time, that this model has a gap tooth, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And like, I remember that being big. And I don't really think of anything else. I think about how Cynthia Erivo, the singer, has a gap tooth too, and that's really cool. Like, I don't feel like I'm not represented. You know what I mean? I just don't think about it because, like, I just don't really think about details and stuff like that. People are people. I'm not like, do they have a gap tooth? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it is cool to see for sure. Yeah, right. Yes, we are building. We're gonna try. I'm yapping a lot, so I don't know if we're gonna get much done today, but I do think visual design is important to gain initial interest in a character. But I don't think that the tip of skill so far is where it's like all our characters are hot, so they're gonna be bangers by default, right? Like, if I wanted all my characters to be hot and be bangers, I would go to Marvel Rivals. I'm not coming to Overwatch for that. I'm coming to Overwatch because I like how unique the cast feels. I'm not saying that Marvel Rivals does not have a unique cast. Obviously, they're superheroes. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, like, their whole emphasis was like a world of heroes from around the world, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, that just kind of made sense to me. This might be a little too deep, but US culture in general is coming back to lame sex people. So all unrelated stuff. So maybe just, I think, so I don't think that's only US. I think it's very prominent in the US. We are definitely in a weird shift in how, like, we're really harsher on enforcing like conventional attractiveness. And I think that has to do, and it's slightly in tandem with the increase in openness with how sexual things are taken. We don't have to go there, we're not going to, but like, you know what I mean? Like, we're very open now about like gooner culture and stuff like that. And I think that makes it more easy for people to talk about how like they need to be hot, and we push away whenever they're not hot. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I think that's part of it for sure. Only if it's based on, yes, gap teeth do definitely get associated with a lot of joke characters too and stuff. Yeah. This is a common thing US marketing has mentioned. I disagree. I think it's changed quite strongly. I think it's much harsher than it used to be. At least in a while it has been. Yes, we're talking about Overwatch. Yes, you hating on my gold Spider? No, we're not hating on Spider-Man. We're just talking about Overwatch and their new character. My rival skins be killing it. They do. They're gorgeous. They're hot. They're lovely. But I don't know. I feel like it's never went away. It definitely has never went away. But there are waves in it getting worse or better, in my opinion, of course. Companies that used to push inclusivity hard just said, F, let's go back to the malls. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that we've pushed back on when it comes to companies, like trying to act like we give a shit about marginalized groups, but we won't talk about that. Matt Daria, hi, Dynamite. How many Macross builds are you participating in back in the day? No, so this is my first Macross build. That's why I'm super excited. I told myself for once, any builds that are not like Gundam, I want to get like at least one nice one, so. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot you guys can see it over here. I forgot to show you guys. Look what I got today. A rain stick. Do you guys know what these are? If you don't know, a rain stick is basically a piece of wood or hollow piece of wood that has beads in it, or it can be other things. You can make your own with a piece of like paper towel holder, like the holder for it, and fill it with like stuff. It's a tube. Listen, here, maybe you'll hear it. But when you tilt it, can you hear it? It's supposed to sound like rain. This is commonly used in orchestras and stuff as well. I thought it'd be cool because I do collect instruments, obviously, because I play all the instruments I own. But I thought it'd be cool to get some percussion stuff so that I can, like, if I ever can afford to get, like, mixing stuff so I can do what I'm going to school for, I would like to use things for background, so. Riyu, I didn't know you were musical. What? I'm a music major. Yeah. I seen an ad of Marvel Rivals on my phone. I saw a Luna skin and I thought it was a fake rip-off game. Look, it's another weapon. It is heavy. It's very heavy. But yeah. Yeah, I'm a music major. I'm a music technology major. I just can't afford to go back. Well, you learn something every day? Yeah, you learn something every day. Every day. Yeah, I was going in, I was going in COVID time, and then I got too poor because COVID fucks you for several years. So. And I go, boy, then you just came with that motherfucker Rosemarie, and so it's like, no, I know. I just feel like I talk about it. I guess I don't talk about it as much that I'm a music major, but yeah. But now you know. But yeah, it's very cool. You can go either really fast or you can just go lightly. And knowing is half the battle. Isn't it cool? It's good for like, we could do like, wait, I want to see if reverb does anything. Okay, close your eyes. This might get weird because it's going to sound very ASMR-y right now. But I wonder if it goes like crazy. Oh, now it stopped. Just kidding, it stopped. Hang on. Anything? My whispers are... I think it's too loud. Hang on, I gotta get farther away. Hang on. No, I think it's too much. I don't think you guys can hear it. I don't think you guys can hear it. I am not an expert mecha maker now. What year provided the best mecha designs? Are we talking in terms of Gunpla? Or are we talking in terms of like shows and stuff? I didn't hear a damn thing. We don't hear in the reverb. That's so dumb. Why? You hear this? Where's the boom? Boom. We've been robbed. You have been robbed. Anyway, this is super cool. I'm very happy to have this. I feel like you're cussing me out and I can't hear it. I ultimate instruments, but I need to get a hurdy-gurdy, then I'll be powerful enough to conquer the universe. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. But I agree, Overwatch needs to slow down on the characters and just focus more on world building and balancing. They're not going to be more of a rivals with lore and characters because they have their own situation. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You get me, you get me, you get me. Am I ascending? Oh, I forgot I have the reverb on. Hello, welcome to the channel. This is not how we talk usually. Someone give me something to say. I haven't done one of those in a while. I haven't done a saying things like mods drip cheese all over my lunchtime shit. I kind of want to do a part 2 of those. That was really fun. In general, which mecha designs do you appreciate the most? There are different designs I like for different reasons. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, you guys already know I'm a big fan of Wing Gundam. But I don't know how to explain that one. It's hard. Like, skeletal structure-wise, I like Live Lance. Like the heaven scale one, so like the one that they use for Death Scythe and blah, blah, blah. I like the way the skeleton looks a lot. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Nightmare frame, Code Geass. I'm pretty fond of that. You know, Lancelot, all that good stuff. Armored Core has some seriously stellar designs. I really do like a lot of Armored Core designs. Air has a cool one. Frickin' Walter, like the full burst Walter. Raven is also nice. But I don't know if I could say what I like the most. I'm just a fan of any and all robots. I'd like to just have all of them. I'd eat all of them for breakfast. Last Armored Core was so hot, bro. Hell yeah, Kaide. Armored Core, I've been thinking about going back and playing again so we can get the other ending because I love Armored Core's designs. I have to hold next to I tried. It just censors it because of my filters, I think. Arise, chicken, arise. I don't know. I think that mic filters mute the noise from the instrument, especially when you scream. Oh. Your contribution to the king has been accepted. Is it still on? I think it's still on. I should probably turn it off. I'm sorry. I just realized. Is Attack on Titan considered a mecha? No, it's not. Six is pretty peak. It was fucking baller. So it's gonna be around Reaper. No, I'm sorry. I took it off. I'm sorry. I need to finish AC6. AC6 is fun, runs better than Monhon Riot. That is true. And there's a lot going on in that. I still love thinking back on remember the people who were like, you shouldn't play this game, you're a girl, and then I fucking beat the boss as they were talking shit. That was such a fun time because that was when I started playing Souls games on stream. Because I play them a lot. I'd say I'm a veteran in Souls games, but I don't play them on stream because I'm always nervous about, like, I've heard people can be very mean to people that they just don't think are worthy or capable of doing Souls games. So especially, and it's weird because I play challenge runs too, right? It's so funny. So like them being like, girls aren't supposed to be playing this kind of game. Yeah, I think you won't be able to do this. Like, you can't build this, whatever. And then it happened twice. But I have one on documented on because I did the first 3 bosses. I put proof on highlights because I just wanted people to, like, I don't know. There's a part of me that feels this need to, like, prove myself even to assholes. And so, like, there are people who like to talk shit whenever I play a Souls game and think I can't play any. So I wanted proof so that we could just, like, link them, me beating Balteus before Nerf's ass, like, in one go or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted it to be like, shut the fuck up and eat your food. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I grew up when Voltron and Robotech were new episodes. That informed my understanding of mecha stuff. Interesting. I've always wanted to see Voltron and or Robotech, but I've never done that. People always say they're good. A whole stream on Reverb. No, that'd be too much, right? It's just such a goddamn reach. They aren't even in the same neighborhood. That's why we have hired guns. No. That's 70% of yes. Well, it's not just women. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that, like, females in gaming or, like, feminine presenting people tend to get a lot of shit. But, like, I think it's just kind of in general. I think I've just been bullied for just everything. Like, I don't really get it. Like, I don't know if I just have, like, a bullyable face or my voice is annoying. But, like, they just be like, you're a bitch. You fucking suck. You can't do anything. Go cook. I don't know. Yes, the final. Oh, dude. Yeah, the last boss with the bracket reset was very funny. That was such a strange. I don't think I recorded that one. That one was very funny because I was like, I forget. I think I just had, like, I was like, well, you know, let's go. Let's run it back. And then that was it. Like, I just had it. But I don't know. It's so hard because, like, I don't want to come off as like, oh, I'm good. You know, I don't think I'm good at anything. But like, I really hate when people like, I hate's a strong word. I really don't like when people come in without knowing anything about like a creator or something and just thinking they have to be trash. You know what I mean? I hate like being discredited like that. It's just so dumb. Especially when they're like, you guys are only here because not for gameplay. It's like, hello? Literally all we do is play games. The last Voltron on Netflix was so good. Yeah, I know, Mark. The amount of times I had to shoot people out of my friend's chat and she was just playing Tekken. That's why I don't play fighting games. That's why I'm retired. In fact, I've never played fighting games in my life. That's exactly why. Because I don't want to deal with that. Souls was like I was worried about that. I play shooters. That's already a pain in the ass. I like playing shooters, granted. I would play shooters all the time if I could. The problem is I just hate people coming in just to be annoying. And it's not for me. I'm not like, I'm gonna cry because some guy told me that I should be making sandwiches or calls me like a slur. I don't care. I'm more annoyed because I want you guys to have a good experience here. And no one likes just a random asshole coming in and being an asshole. And no one wants that when it's public. Like, that's why I stopped playing Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight was something I really liked when I started playing it, and I was getting into it as a killer main. But there's just so many haters. We got hate raids, just people just being just bigoted. I just don't need us to be around that kind of energy. You know what I mean? And I hate it because it's like, sorry, I dislike it. I dislike it because that means that we don't get to experience it because someone's being an asshole. And you could argue that that's them winning, but for me, it's more like peace of mind for you guys. You guys come here because you want to chill and have fun. We're all pals in here. You don't come in here to just see people be mean. You know what I mean? Like, it's just annoying. Also, when there's enough haters that literally, because I got hate rated, no one wants to see 200 bots come in here and just be like, and just saying words that you will never hear me ever say. You know what I mean? Like, it just ruins it for everyone. It's just not necessary. I'm shaking like a motherfucker. I keep shaking my table. I'm sorry. Do you guys hate on Kick while playing Souls games? I don't stream on Kick. I would never stream on Kick. No hate to anyone who streams on Kick. I would not do it. You were like, oh man, my game crashed. Yeah, that's when it goes. I wish I had clipped that. I think the VOD is somewhere on the VOD channel on YouTube, but I forgot about that. That I beat him and my game crashed and then I beat him after that. That's so fucking funny. That would have been really good to have recorded. What's the one Souls that is also a shooter? Remnant? Had a crab sandwich today. That sounds good. Yeah, it is Remnant. Yes. Hi, Crimson. Hisashiburi da ne. I'm here for the Barrett pizza, to be honest. That too. You're explaining a major reason why Sparking Zero died. The damn community feels like I could use mass ban commands though as a mod. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Gameplay was an issue, but it wasn't a deal breaker. It was the people in it. Yeah, it's just a shame because like, obviously, I haven't built a single fucking thing. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't know. It can be frustrating for sure. I don't know. It's a lot. But yeah, that was a fun time. I would like to get back. They need to make another armor core. I'm hoping they're working on, because I know that they are working on like another Souls game over there. So this is a strange piece to have to cut. Wish I had an example of how I'm supposed to cut it, because this is very strangely shaped. Let's hope this is correct. Yeah, it's gotta be right here, right? Gotta be. What a pretty piece, dude. A6. C19. Well, let's get the B2, actually. C19, B222. B22? These are some strange pieces for sure. Try my best to make clean cuts here. Oops. Sorry, that's not 22, that's 20. 22 is this one. Oopsie. And then... okay. You're building a community, thus you are always building. True. Dude, listen, I'm very heartbroken about Monster Hunter that I still can't play it. It barely runs when I'm offline now. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I should just check my computer. It could be a me issue, but I can't stream it whatsoever, and it really is a shame because I I was really gonna main that game, dude. I was all about it. All about it. Hopefully in due time it'll come back and I can play it, but whew, that was a harsh cut. Kind of almost cut the wrong. I can't tell if I cut part of it or not. Whoopsie. Let me see. Is it okay? Oh, that's just how the plastic is. That fucking sucks. That's okay though. We can file. Anything we have struggles with, we can always file away. Yes, Akuma is in the game. I'll be no, I know. Certainly not the only promise, the obvious one, but I'm talking about the community, not the entire of the game. I'm team Frick Wilds now. 500 questions, one card 3 times already. I mean, that's just any Wilds game. I mean, any Monster Hunter game. There's gonna be people you get that just can't. They can't hang. They just be. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Some people just can't. There are people who throw on purpose though, also, which is a pain in the ass. Which I'm sorry about. I want you to deal with that. I'm excited. I'm gonna make pasta tonight for dinner. I'm very excited. You're all welcome to join. It will be a tasty, creamy gochujang pasta. Okay. So the first step is that B222 merges into... Howdy, Sekra. How are you? Do you own a current gen console? Because on XP's it's not a great processor for playable. No, not yet. I will be getting one though when Ghost of Yotei comes out. I've decided I'm going to get Ghost of Yotei edition PS5. This one has to be this way, pointing outwards, and this one goes this way. So you go into here. So I'll be there. I'll be there. I will have a modern day console. It'll be exciting. If I could figure out, do I slide this? Is this the wrong way? No, this is the proper way. Does this go on here? Or does this go on here? This is such a strange... There we go. Okay, that's what I thought. So you go first. Ouch. Ouch. Owie. Owie. Okay. Perfect. And then this one goes... Sorry, it's a lot of strange shaping. This first part. Where's the... 2 little spots? Oh, okay, this is it. This is this. Is it upside down? It is upside down. Okay, so this way, and then you slide it into here. Is it here? It is here. Hang on. Ow! That's sharp! Ow! Okay, first part is like this. It's really small. Hi, Rico! Macross Word of the Year. Looks like PC port is bad. I can't get on the hate train though because I've read that and got the console version. Nice. You like the Yakuza's been nice. As you should. Oh, it's a good time. Have you been beating people up in Kamurocho? So A14. I need to figure out. I need more space. More space. More espace, please. I have clutter all on my desk because I'm trash. I'm utter human garbage. 14 is right here. This one for sure needs to get lined when I'm done with it, I think. I think it'll look really good with lining. But what do I know? Looking at chat made me re-download 0. Nice. Sorry, Mass Effect on stream. Yo! Let's go! Nice. I can put 1 and 2 stickers. Okay. It's already time to put stickers. It's time to sweat. Apparently, it's time to stress out. Yo. Ouch. Doink. Before I cut myself on accident. Okay. We need 1 and 2. Okay. Sorry, I know my neck is bent at this crazy angle. Sorry. They're so damn good. I feel like I'm spoiled. For I have Game Pass, I can play Expedition 33. Damn, it's on Game Pass? Wow. Maybe I should get Game Pass. I just don't like buying subscription services. I don't have any except for like Spotify and occasionally Crunchyroll. I don't know. I just never think to. Does this go over the whole thing? I think it does. Strange. Okay. Please stick. It's like, please let go. Oh, nope. Nope. Please line up this way. It's like a millimeter off. I'm gonna scream. Maybe it's not. Oh, I don't think it is actually. I think I'm tripping. I'm tripping. An Oblivion Remastered? Nice. I already have that though. I also got monetization rights. I got. Yeah! Congrats! I'm so happy for you. I'm gonna go over there and stuff. I have to. No neck, Ed, and Eddie looking at. Damn. Damn. Isn't that the best Game Pass year for real? I've been sub since 2020. Damn. Do they ever take games away like how PS Plus does? Or is it always on there? Honestly, I kind of have always wanted Game Pass just because I want to play Fable 2. Okay. Oh! It worked. Let's go. Damn, hang on. I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. Let's go. Okay. So this slides into here. Ah! This slides into here, I say again with confidence. Hey. Hey. Okay, this whole piece is done. Hi, Night. Hello. How are you? I wish you would focus. Focus. See? I know my hands are ugly. I ripped them all off in anxiety. Till I bled, and that's why I have cuts all over my hands. Hee hee hee. Yer! The Microsoft games stay third-party stuff for this. Oh, that's so whack, man. I probably should do it though. It probably could take it as a tax expense. Sometimes games can come back, like GTA 5 has been on like 3 times. So can you keep it installed? You just can't run it? Is that how that works then? C1, 16, and 8. Okay, C1, 16, and 8. And 16. Do not cut the edge of this one, okay. Well, yeah, of course you don't cut the edge of that. Why would you? That just seems obvious. That is very hard to cut though without cutting that. Oof. It's like really flush. Okay, I got it though. We good, we in biz, we in biz. Probably because I'm supposed to were on there at some point. I've only used Game Pass for 1 month, played Outer Worlds, duplicate my money enough with a glitch to crash the game and never use it again. Nice. Get discounts if a game's about to leave. Oh, to purchase it? Oh, hang on, guys. Candy apple flavored bang. Nice. Are you guys excited for fall flavors to start ushering in if they haven't already near you? I'm not. Before anyone asks, I know I'm not like, oh my god, pumpkin spice latte. That being said, I have wanted to try, like, I've had a pumpkin coffee before, not pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks or anything. I've always wanted to try and make like a pumpkin latte at home. Since you just need like pumpkin spice, like the literal spice, or pumpkin cream. That sounds good, like actual pumpkin, like pumpkin pie. Ooh, I'm excited to make pumpkin pie again. I forgot it's time for pumpkin pie and pecan pie and stuff. Woohoo! This is great. I mean, it seems great. I just never get it. I don't know. I just never do. Sideways going down this way. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. Easy. And this goes on top of here. What spot? Up here. Okay. Yoink. Ta-da! Look at how sharp this is. Literally like a little sharky. Please focus. Good God, camera. Ta-da! I've been wanting to get a new lens for my camera. I only have the standard one, the stock one that comes with it, but I've been wanting to get a more wide cinematic looking lens. I don't know. Like I want to, but like there's a not from Sony, because I have a Sony camera. That's too expensive. I'll never be able to afford that. But there are people who make like, you know, like generic dupes or whatever, and I've been wanting to, and they've been on sale on and off, and so I kind of want to bite the bullet and get into some debt for it. But I also feel like there's just something about a really well done stream camera, and to me, my stream camera, like, I'm not talking about the visuals, the quality, the movement, it's smooth, it's all good, that's fine. It's just the framing is not very complimentary. It's not, I don't know, it's just not giving. I just feel like my background, I know there's nothing going on in the background, I just mean that the actual look of the background and like this corner and me, it looks very strange, and I just need to look a little more like, does that make sense? Like, I want it to feel like you've got a wide room, and I think that'll fix it. But I'm also scared, low-key, like, what if I get one and I don't care? Like, I think it's ugly too. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do with that? Sorry, I had to rearrange these. It was not alphabetized. That's the head, yeah. I finally replaced my Ethernet adapter. Nice! I'm more excited for fall weather. I'm tired of 90 Fahrenheit mornings. Yeah, it sounds rough. Fog Pumpkin Spice Items, it's August. How y'all doing? Doing okay. Just chilling. Starting a new kit today. Not getting very far. We yapped for like 45 minutes, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be on for much longer, but I want to get what we can get done. I need A1. This goes over here. Wrong side. I don't know. The cam you have right now is really good. The camera, I'm not changing. I'm talking about the lens. I want to use the lens. I love my camera. It's an alpha series. I think it's great. I think they're great. The only thing that could beat it out in terms of camera, like, I can't even think, because I really do like my camera. Have you been drawing, Riyu? Kinda. I'm working on like a secret project of sorts, unrelated to the million projects you guys already know I do. It's terrible. I have a lot of things I'm working on, but it's going. Nothing I can show, but I am working on stuff, and I think I'm making some headway in my brain lately that has made it easier for me to do the things I already do with like I don't know how to explain it. Like, my depression makes it so easy for me to like kind of just feel like I'm doing everything stupid. If you've seen my TikToks, you've seen what I've talked about. I feel like just everything I do is not worth time, and so that wall that's usually there is not as much there, so I've been able to get some stuff actually done. Like, I've actually finished like a creation of a piece. Nothing crazy, but I also am like kind of being able to do anything is kind of nice. I hope that I can continue to make progress, but I don't know. I've just had I tell you, I think I've got like a little character arc change happening right now for me. It just, things are becoming a little more clear. Maybe my frontal lobe is starting to develop or some shit. I don't know, but it's like I feel like I can get some things done occasionally. I still have my really bad times. Like if I'm being completely 100, today has been a rough day for me mentally. But like I've been able to do everything that I'm supposed to get done. Usually I fall apart and can't do shit, but I've been able to get it done. I get to see you guys, you know, despite like feeling like I'm gonna fall apart and explode, and that's good. Will I feel probably like shit later today? Probably. That's just kind of how I always am. But I feel more capable of handling it than I usually do. Just in the past couple of days. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been through jaw pain all week and that's why. I don't know. Hi, how are you? Yeah, real, right. It'd be like that, you know? And it is what it is. But you gotta keep going through every day. You gotta keep going, you know? You gotta keep pushing. There's nothing else to do but push, right? I was telling Charlie the other day, some good advice. Some good motivating advice. Please, if it sounds offensive, don't take offense. I'm not trying to be offensive. It's not crazy. Just some people might be like, hey. But even... Hang on, let me bring you in for this. I got you. Let me bring you in for this. I'm gonna put the reverb on too. Hang on, I gotta zoom you in. You're gonna feel like this is... You guys are gonna be like, this is so fucking dumb. This is so dumb. Remember, when you're having rough time and you don't know if you can push on, even broke crackheads find a way to get high. So you can do it. You can do it. You can persevere. You can do anything. Okay? It's funny because I was thinking about that and I was like, what if someone's like, hey, what's that about crackheads? And that's not the point. You're missing the point if you're focusing on that. That's not what I mean. But think about it. Think about it. Do you know what I mean? Sounds like a crazy, insane way to like motivate yourself, but like think about it. Like low key kind of helps. You know what I mean? Like you can fucking do anything. You really can. I mean, I say that all the time, but like, you know what I mean? Like just tell yourself that a little bit and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna figure out the how to answer this problem. It might not be today, but I'm gonna do it. You can do anything. I was like, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I mean, I had jaw issues because I grinded my teeth so bad that I had nerve issues, I think, from inflammation. So, yeah, what's up, Club? Just something about how they get the money. It's all good. Well, yeah, listen, I didn't say that what they do is not dubious. I'm just saying they get it done. They be getting shit done. You can get shit done. You can get shit done. You know what I mean? We can all get shit done. It just takes time and maybe just like other things, but you can do it. You can always do it. You are always capable. It's funny. I've been thinking about doing, I feel like it's been a while since we've done like a Riyu talk, you know, where we do like, for those that have been here, I every now and then I go on a big rant. It becomes like a TED talk in here. I've been thinking about, we need one of those. There's a lot of ideas that I have for some. I have that. I have ideas for like, I do, but I don't. I kind of want to like do like a, I don't want to say spill the tea. It kind of is, but I don't want to say that because it'll sound worse than what it is. It's just like realities of being a creator, or weird experiences I've had, or shady experiences I've had, or like that was kind of fucked kind of things, you know what I mean, when it comes to companies and people and stuff like that. Like I feel like it's kind of like, and don't get me wrong, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried that people will think I'm doing it because I'm trying to gain clout from drama. That is not why I'm thinking about doing it. I just think it's quite interesting, the experiences sometimes I have, and I have no one to tell it to. And I'm so far removed and it's been so long since that I feel like it's okay to talk about. Because those companies or whatever are not going to work with me ever. Or at least I don't think they will. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And before people start speculating what companies, the companies I've worked with are not the companies. They are lovely people. Okay? It's just other ones that didn't go through, and like other things, and like how some companies and businesses can be very shady and things you should look out for. It's more like I want to tell you so that if you're a creator that's not necessarily in the space I'm in right now or the place right now, that you can like take notes. Because I think that a lot of them were like as I started to grow as a creator, and I think that that's like the most easy to get manipulated time for creators, and I want to like show some warning signs or give some tips. And so I like to do that, but I also like, I don't want to seem like a drama person. I'm really not. I don't fucking want drama, bro. I'm just trying to live my life and be happy. I just like to hang out with people, and I just want to smile and like do stuff. And like, it's upsetting because like, it's so hard because like, I'll probably do a TikTok on this at some point. I just know, I can feel it in my bones. There's a rant TikTok coming. I can feel it. But I just like, it's a weird balance, right? Obviously, like, I don't think about, you guys know I'm very big on not thinking about like the numbers. I'm not like, holy shit, I have to hit 10,000 followers on Twitch. I gotta hit 5,000 subs. We gotta get to that sub goal, guys, dubs, or whatever, right? I'm not like that. It's just not, it's not me, right? And it'll never be me. That being said, that does not mean that a bitch or people don't have goals. Bitches and me. Like, you know, people have goals. They have aspirations. And I feel like it's such a hard balance because sometimes when you talk about like your, you know, stuff like that, like, you know, where you want to be. Like, for example, let's say I wanted to aspire to be a partner on Twitch. Suddenly there will be people, I'm not saying you guys, there will be people who are just like, oh, she's only aiming for it for the numbers. It's still like that because she wants to get big. Or she wants to, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know why I don't sound like that, but like, it's so hard because I don't want to seem like I'm like grubby for that idea. Like, oh my God, give me the subs and numbers. You know what I mean? I'm not, but I worry about those people. And like, it's funny because those people probably don't even watch me, but I'm still worried because I'm just like, you know how people like take shit out of context and like clip you and then put you in like some kind of comments, be like, local streamer is just a bitch or something like that. I don't want that. That's like a big fear of mine. It's so stupid, but I'm like not about it. I just like, you know what I mean? I heavily dislike being miscommunicated to or with. I don't like to be miscommunicating with people. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. And so I hate that. I hate that idea that like me just talking about something will be like, obviously she just cares about that shit. You guys are all being played like pawns or something like that. Like I hate, I don't want to give them the fuel, you know what I mean? But I still want to talk about everything, you know what I mean? I still want to talk about things. I still want to be like, ooh, you know, we're getting close to these numbers. We should try and push for this or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I just, it's a lot. Hey, I played the Mafia game series. No, I have not. I have watched people play Mafia. I did not know anything about Old Country. Just if you're gonna ask. Understand? You know what I mean? Well, if we want them to explode, tell yourself so you don't do the thing. That too. Change them to you. Yeah. So what if Ross is on God? That's me. You couldn't say that shit to me. That wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Simply explode. That's crazy. What the fuck did I walk into for Riyu to make that noise? Oh, we're talking about people who like try to be bitches about everything. But anyway, hi, Azurme. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she only wants to make money in the creator. How could you? Exactly. It's exactly that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's embarrassing, dog. Like, you're embarrassing me from being that embarrassing. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so thank you for 19 months. I hope you're good, lovely. I'm sorry I'm not around. I've been very undercover lately, but I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Hold up, damn, you be looking like the reason Aizen would betray the Soul Society. That's very specific, but thank you. That's very sweet of you. I feel like trash. I don't think I look like trash today, but I appreciate it. If you Mafia 2 is the best one. If you know, you know. The fucking chicken is. I hope you're well. I'm okay. I've been going through a lot of life stuff, which is why I have been quiet on socials. But I'm existing. I'm getting through that. So I think I'm coming back soon. So I just hope things will be okay. Something happened, by the way. What do you mean? If you look like trash, call me Yusei. You're such a dork. How are you, Azurme? I hope you're well. I hope you're all well. I wish I could stay for way longer. I had this goal today that I was going to be on for like 6 hours. I can't though. Also, guys, hang on. I joined kind of late. I'm trying to pick up on what you've been talking about. Oh, we're talking about how I wanna feel more. I've talked about this on TikTok, but I want to feel more liberated in doing whatever I do. I want to talk about everything, including like I have ideas for like talking about like some stuff that like some shady shit that people have done or whatever, blah blah. But I'm talking about how I worry that people will think I'm trying to be like clout for like drama clout. I don't want drama clout. I just want to talk about it because I want to talk. Like, you know, I just want to yap about whatever I want to yap about is more like the point. But I'm worried like some people will think I'm like being, you know, and I just hate that. First people do, yeah, exactly. Like, I know, I get it. Like, fuck them. Anyone that's thinking that way. Because you don't know me then. You really don't know me if you think that's what I'm really there for. I also just don't, how do I explain it? Your reputation can precede you, right? And so in the creation space, it can be rough because you want to make a good impression. And as much as we want to go like, oh, well, the people listening to those people, you don't want to work with them anyway. That's not the point though, because remember, big thing, I'm sure it's obvious, but this is entertainment. This is the entertainment industry. And entertainment industry is just like entertainment industry used to use celebrities and shit, dude. It's the same shit. I promise you, it's the same shit. Like, there are just some things you should be aware of when it comes to business strats, right? And so, yeah, that's true, but trust me, there are a lot of doors that have closed for me for that kind of stuff. And that doesn't stop me. I will always stand for my morals and everything. I just worry that someone else will fuck over opportunities for me. Does that make sense? I'm not worried. If they don't fuck with me, they don't fuck with me. The problem is if someone lies about me and it ruins an opportunity, that's when I'm pissed. And that's what I'm worried about. It's just that, you know, we tend to have a tendency for people to come in here and be haters. Not you guys. I'm talking about like people who come in who want to hate. They're like, I'm gonna be extra hateful to this bitch. You know what I mean? I tend to attract that kind of energy. Don't know why, especially when I feel like I'm doing well. So here's the problem. I don't want people to ruin everything because it is possible. There's tons of people that's happened to, and that's what I worry about. But the problem is I don't want to restrain myself either because I can't grow as a person either or a creator if I don't just be me, which I do. I am myself. It's just I want the balance. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not sure how to balance that just yet because it's just like anything. You wouldn't want a coworker at like your job to fucking get you fired, right? And obviously that's not the same example here, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you think about it though. Right. 24 hours? No. Check your favorite energy supplement. Let's do it. No. Sorry. Yes, I want to do story time stuff, but I just worry that people will think I'm doing it for the wrong reason. When I kind of just want to do it as like a, hey, like air to caution XYZ. You might not want to work with XYZ. Do you know what I mean? Companies. I'm not talking about people. I will never slander people. Like, unless there's like a big controversy where someone has to make like a Google Doc and I've been affected and people need my opinion on it for some reason, which would be very unlikely because I'm not sociable. That's not happening because I don't talk bad on people's name. That's just not how I do it. I'm just talking about companies because they are companies. It's important to know what companies are there for you and the companies that are just there to get the buck off of you. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. That's kind of the worst thing. Right, exactly. I just don't like that. I really don't like that. I just don't like that because we give people talking shit too much power. I'm sure you can think of one big creator right now, we won't talk about them, where someone says a controversy about them, and even though their community was able to unveil the truth, there's still repercussions because that's how the culture works. This works with Hollywood too. You ever see a scandal happen for a person because there's something happening? No matter how many times you tell them it's not true and you find out the proof that it's not true, there are people who will only hear the first part being like, oh my God, X is a bitch, and then they're gone. That you know what I mean? That's part of it. And that's the thing that I just don't like. But there are people who cultivate a community full of positivity and stuff and continue to do so. And I want to stay on that side. You know what I mean? So I just want to be on my P's and Q's and make sure I figure out my goings on. Do you know what I mean? But I also am not going to stop being me and talking about what I want to talk about and doing what I want to fucking do, because that's the whole fucking point, right? So yeah, I know it happened anyway, but you know, it's a balance. It's also just kind of the person I am. I think there's a lot of traits that I naturally am good at when it comes to content creation or entertainment. However, there are parts of me that I think are not the strongest for it because I'm a little too concerned with people's opinions. And I definitely like know certain things like that I could care less. Like I said, fuck those guys, right? But there's still a part of me that does want to keep that in mind just because I think it's courteous. And I don't intend to change that about myself either. It's very hard figuring out yourself and keeping yourself the way you are or how you want to be and also present yourself. They're two different things, you know. It's a very delicate balance. But I want to find what makes me happiest, and that's what matters. So, yeah. What's up, Super Casual? Gas decor on the walls, Animal Crossing. Yes, I have a robot thing. I will slowly add my stuff on here. It's finally happening. It's also because I changed the camera angle. You can finally see that's been up there. Right, it happens very often, and that's what I'm saying. I just don't want that, you know what I mean? When I first started doing social media, I told you guys, it still happens to this day. It's very not as often now, but when I first started social media, when I was like, I just kind of want to post, because I didn't use social media my whole life. I didn't grow up around it. Obviously I was around it. I didn't make an account, anything, because I didn't want to be open with people. I wanted to be shut in and away from everybody. But it's a great avenue to be social. And I wanted to. And the first thing that happened when I started posting, I was having a great time. I was very happy. I'm always happy when I post, but I was very happy because it was all new to me. And for some reason, I was well received. I was doing cosplay and stuff like that. First thing that happened, everyone's like, damn, that's a dude. You're fucking lying to people because you want to lie because you don't want people to know you're a dude, blah, blah, blah. And it came all over the place. It happens all the time. All the time that shit happens to me. People will tell me this and that, or people will be like, you're not cosplaying well because you don't look like the character, like you're too tan or some shit like that. It happens. There's something about me people just want to really dig into. And so like, I just like to, people thought you're a dude. Yeah, that still happens. The last time it happened was Elden Ring. You guys that were there, remember? There were two people who came in and thought I was a dude. It happens all the time. People call me a guy on comms. It happens all the time. People think I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I don't mean to be that person, but I feel like it's obvious. Like I know I can be like silly with my voices and get like really deep voice and silly, but like it happens all the time. It still happens offline. Wait, Riyu isn't a dude? Well, that was a joke for the longest because we were just so tired of it. We even have the command exclamation girl and exclamation boy for that reason. So I can't sometimes people. No, I know. They're very frustrating. They're very frustrating. Because it's like, it's very strange. If you listen to them, you wouldn't even try. Right, exactly. But I don't give a fuck. So obviously I don't care. I mean, she'd be cheating on Twitch for, wait, what? No, I don't. I'm only here. What do you mean? Right. I don't know why that's always a thing. It's so funny. But that's just how it is. So I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I don't know. I just feel like you should be free to do what you want. But like, I also want to make sure that like, I don't come off as, because like it's obviously like trying to say no harm. Right, exactly. I'm not trying to be that person, but like, come on. It's really weird because the reason why I try to stay on top of that kind of stuff in how I'm perceived. It's not because I'm like, oh God, I'm trying to hide that I'm a terrible person. It's something like that. There's a, you know, I think it's important to be mindful as you grow. You know, we've had I'd say success here on this channel and on also other socials. I think I'm doing pretty decent, you know. Would I like to be bigger? Sure, but that's beyond the point. I just feel like if you don't check in with yourself and you don't check in with your community, your perception, right? How people perceive you, I think it's an easy tiptoe over the line. Do you know what I mean? You ever had a creator you care about and at some point they just become some person you don't recognize, or they do some weird shit because they've become so focused on either like the numbers or whatever it is, right? And they start to deviate from what they're truly about. Not that they aren't that person inside, it's just they forget, right? And I'm really think that if you keep in check and kind of remind yourself, that's an easy way to stay away from that happening. And that's kind of what I'm big on. Like, I just want to make sure I don't forget who I am, you know, right? Because I know that when you grow, like, let's say suddenly I blew up tonight. Let's say I suddenly had 200 viewers every day, or 2,000, let's go bigger, 2,000, 10,000. I don't want to not be the same person I am right now. And the only way I can keep that in mind is to analyze myself and to ask honestly how my community analyzes me. Do you know what I mean? And so I really try to think all the time with all my actions, how I post, how I do things, etc., how it's perceived, because I don't want it to get, I want to get twisted, you know? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Am I a bit like extra careful? Yes, that's just kind of how I am. I'm a very nervous person. I have anxiety, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I feel like maybe to some people it might convey how much I care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want you to feel like I care because I do care. And so, I don't know. Anyway, I'm ranting to the void. I don't know why I'm like in such a yapping mood. I usually have such a struggle of yapping with people. So I need like a little thing to hyperfixate on so I don't like freak out. You know what I mean? But I'm just super vocal today. I'm sorry. Dun 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 dun. Unfortunately, there's some dudes impersonating women streamers, but it's usually easy to tell. That has become a new thing. It's a very strange thing. It already happened for a very long time during COVID time. There's lots of people over in like China and stuff where they have like studios where people do filters to cover and stuff. And like obviously there are people who do like filters for like their camera and stuff, but they do like a whole like overlay, right? Yeah, exactly. I'm the type to, exactly. I don't like to step on anyone's toes. I really don't. I'm just trying to be in my own lane and flourish. I really am. And I know that's the slower way to go about things. It's probably why it's taken us so long to get where we are. I think it's great where we are, but I'm saying like to a lot of people, it would be like, you're only at that and you've been streaming for how many years? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's great though. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, I wouldn't be mad, but like sometimes like entertainment, there's a little bit of luck sprinkled in. I'm not that lucky. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate where I'm at, but I'm not like Pokemon lucky. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have that, you know, and that's okay. I could in the next month. I could next year. Could pull a queso. Could pull a Jinxie. You know what I mean? You never know. I feel like even if that was the case, why you as an individual care about what I do? That too, but like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Don't be viral, be vital. Just be professional and they'll be all right. Right. And that's how I like to conduct myself, because this is part of my work. You know, I want to be professional about it. I just want to keep it real, you know? Don't worry, we will never let you forget. I know for damn sure I let you know. I know. I worry. I don't want it to become a problem where someone has to be like, hey, Riyu, I wanted to check in because I feel like you're not XYZ. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that to people. I want I don't want you to have to ever get to that position. So I'm just really trying to be careful. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine making a puzzle and you're like intricate. Think about Gunpla. You try and make sure that everything's nice and finely done and put in, you double, triple check your instructions. That's kind of how I am with stuff. I always have been. It might be because of my working and, you know, management and stuff, but that's how I am. It's been a while to get the yap out. Professional yapper. Words a lot of people need to live by, stay humble, and don't get lost in the sauce. For sure. I think it's easy for people to do so. And I know there's a lot of things you could say. You could say like, that's who they were all along, blah, blah, blah. But I really do think that some people just get lost, you know? Speaking of loss, did you guys hear about that guy who fucked himself over in like 24 hours from winning the lottery? Man won $160 million and then he went and beat up some dude, but he actually missed while fighting him and kicked a police officer in the head. So now he's in jail. The lawyer of the guy getting beat the fuck up by him when he was drunk or whatever, that guy's lawyer is probably like, I'm getting my fucking bag because you're about to have a case that's so clear cut. He's guilty on the opposite end that you're lawyering for, and he's just won the lottery. That's fucking nuts. That being said, some people will be like that. Well, you know, who cares? He's in jail, but he's gonna post his bail and probably pay it off. Who cares? He's got a fucking lawsuit now. He just ruined his life. How do you fuck that up? Less than 24 hours, Mark. Less than 24 hours. And he did that. Right. Hello, Sheldon. Every time I see Riyu pointing off to the side, I imagine I'm pointing to a toaster. You get a toaster, and you get a toaster, and you get a toaster, and you get a toaster. Is he right? Exactly. I mean, he still got his money. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just, you know, when people ask you, what would you do if you won $1 million? That's not it. Getting drunk and going to jail is not the first thing I'm thinking. I said $160 million is a lot, and I'm sure his bail is nowhere near that. But you remember they gotta take taxes out. He probably didn't get paid yet for it. He just was gonna go into debt and then pay it off. But like, I don't know. I just think that that kind of behavior shows that he's probably gonna be reckless anyway and lose it all. Because if the first thing you do is get so drunk you beat up people, like anybody, cops, people, and he ran away and got tased like crazy and tackled. Like he ran from the cops after beating the shit out of them. So like, lots of offenses here. You're so fucked. Like you're already like down in rock bottom in terms of like what's going on in your life right now, that I can just see it. I can just see it. I'll probably never see $1 million in my entire life, but even more so, I can never squander that kind of money. Right. He was feeling the best high of his life. Truly, truly. Half toaster, but no bread. Yeah, I need to make some bread. Hey, Heat, how are you? My whole fucking bloodline would probably haunt me. Some shit like that happened. My bloodline would come out the grave and beat my ass 20 times over. There's no way. If I won $1 million, fight to the death live Tekken tournament. Okay, but 160 mil? You like, it's just crazy because like you had it. That's fuck you money at that point. Like in terms of like having to worry about your job or whatever. Because he's like I think he's like a middle-aged man. You're pretty set for as long as you don't spend like frivolously. Sure, buy yourself a cocktail. Buy yourself a home, even like a cheaper home, not like not like a $150 million dollar home or whatever. But like buy yourself a nice place to live in a nicer part of town. Get yourself a car that gets you to and from, and just keep that money and pocket that shit, and then put some of it in investment, and then just stay that way. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. Once it's a million, that's a lot of millions. Not change subject. I'm heated thinking, no, oh God, it pissed me off reading the headline. Right, that's what I'm saying. You had it made from a stupid fucking lottery ticket. You know what I mean? You bought a ticket for a couple bucks and you have made it in life. You got the dream. And you fucking thought, I'm gonna get drunk and beat this guy up because they were fighting over like he was mad, he was drunk and thought that guy was talking shit to him. Or like was like jeering at him, and that's why. Jorby! I heard you're watching Macross now. I'm building something from Macross. But yes. I just wanted you to know. You didn't know. But yeah, it's just insane. I can't imagine. That's like the biggest like the grandest fumble of all time. Because I heard the few that who won big did the smart thing and had some saving accounts and live spend. Yeah, listen, it's kind of crazy. We watched it. Remember the compilation we watched of people who quite literally just wasted their lottery winnings away? That guy that won, yes, that is Altus Valkyrie. Yes, nice, good fucking eye. Okay, so it also says here. Anyway, The guy who won twice in a row and then is now destitute? What the fuck? You won twice in a row at the same store? Twice? Can you imagine if any time in your life you got the winning numbers for the lottery? That's crazy. Can you imagine next week you won the numbers for the lottery? I would think I'm God for 2 seconds. You know, like I'm connected. Like I got some shit or whatever. That or I'm gonna die like tomorrow. Like one of the two. But no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just some dumb shit. Like I want to get drunk and beat the fuck out of a police officer. Like what is wrong with you? You did not deserve it for real. A1. This is scary. This is a scary piece for sure. Do not cut the ends. Yeah, I know. I like how they tell you not to do that. Like, obviously you're not going to. It's not part of the thing. But do I need to cut this? I think I do. But I'm gonna cut it here just to be safe for sure. For first thing, because this is a really tiny piece and I'm not trying to fuck this up. Okay, so this bendy piece needs to be down here. And this needs to be flush. Okay, cool. Just making sure before I cut it because I'm not about to fuck up this expensive kit. Okay, so the bendy piece goes down and it goes through the visor. Where? It always points there, but it's never right there. Okay. It's uneven. I didn't cut it off though. What happened? What? I think mine's just printed wrong. That's okay though. You can't really tell. I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah, if I didn't cut any of it off, I don't know what happened. It's just printed uneven. That's okay though. How long did it take you to build an average? 4-5 hours maybe. I file and everything though, so I'm not like I would say I'm decently detailed with my stuff, which is why it takes so long. That being said, I've yapped and only put together 3 pieces in like 2 hours. So that's on me though. That's gonna piss me off, dude. Look, I didn't do this. It's just part of the print apparently. See that little gap on the green versus this side's clean and flush. Don't mind the cuts I have. I'm sorry, I ripped my skin open. I'm not currently watching Macross. It's on Crunchyroll. I'm about done with Easy Gun. No, nice. Sorry, Mark was telling me that you were watching Macross. Kind of surprised they don't have a quick little anime guide on what to cut. Would be kind of neat. That would be cool. I mean, they have paper ones, but yeah. People fucking up that kind of money is proof that he just hates individuals. First half of Easy Gun was cheap. Second half good though. Assholes like that exist too often. Instead of the miracle who found a loophole and scratched us me millions driving across country and sharing that process. Yeah, there's some people there. Do you remember that dude who died and he had all his money thrown in a helicopter for people to pick up on the freeway? I remember that. I'm heartbroken at this. The head's like the most important part. What? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe it gets covered up by a piece. That's what I'm hoping for. C115. Honestly, jazz was the move today. Or like bossa nova stuff too. And then C215. You see a little plaster clay and color it. No, because it's like a pretty plastic. I mean, it's not gonna bother me too much. It's just like you have to be so close to see it. It's like a millimeter off. And let's be honest, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put it in a pretty little display case, probably the chipped side away, and enjoy it in like a visual, like a little thing behind me. So there's really no need to sweat it. It's one of those things where like when you spend money on a kit, you're like, fuck, I spent money on this and I fucked it up, dude. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like you just want, like you wanted it perfect. Okay, C115 goes on this side. Oh, I need to shave it down. Fuck. Hot wings on Mark. Let's go. If I win the lottery, y'all get a $25 gift card to your favorite store. Listen, that's very generous because you ain't gonna give me shit, but that's very kind of you. I will take that. If you offer it, obviously you don't have to. If you change your mind when you win, you don't have to. You don't owe me anything. Okay, this goes here. Hello? Hello? Are you gonna fit? Just didn't want to go in? Okay. That was strange. Does not in fact cover up the mistake. Well, not the mistake, the misprint. It's okay though. I'll live. I'm building a, it's not a Gundam, it is a plastic model. It's Valkyrie from Macross. Have you ever seen Macross? Hi, Sage. Tay, how are you? Yes, Samba and Boss. Yay, right. It's giving Mario Kart. How are you, good sir? Hope you're still chilling, doing well, thriving as you deserve. If I win the lottery, I'm buying a Nintendo DS. The OG or what? And also why? Is there something specific you want on Nintendo DS? Okay. Just gotta put this one on here. Please and thank you. Nice. All right. It's so pretty. So pretty that we're gonna ignore the missing thing. I'm so triggered, dude. It was gonna be beautiful. It's because it's the colored piece that it bothers me, like the little glossy pieces. And you just let those screens break easy. Damn. That's how much they cost now. Yeah, I would say, yeah, 3S should play everything, I think. But maybe it's just he wants the actual hardware for something. Because there's it's a little wiggly. Oh, it's gonna bother me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I kind of wish I could like cut the pieces off here and like make my own makeshift piece to fit in there. You probably could, but I'm a little lazy for that. Just making me want to listen to Wave Racer music. Wave Racer has such good music, dude. Okay, I just dropped whatever that was. Okay, what's next? O12 G1A. Oh, it's skeletal structure stuff now. Growing up, I used to hate mecha. When you get older, it only gets cooler. Yeah, that's okay. I definitely get that. It can sometimes, I think stuff like that is not uncommon. So I get that for sure. All right, I need A, B1, B2, C1, C2, E1, E2, F1, G1. So all of them? What the frick? It's like all of them. Except the twos. I'm trying to figure out if I should stop now. Since we're almost done today. I think I should. Let them die. What? Oh, Pokemon Gen 3 is I want to migrate. Aw. Yes, we do. Oh, also. Frick, what was it? It was something Pokemon related. Oh no, I don't remember. Damn, I don't remember. God, this is gonna bother me. Dude, this is so triggering. Like, I know I just showed you, but I'm gonna show you again. See that little spot? My God! It bothers me. TCG, Pokepack? Oh, Pokepack. No, Pokepack is when we hit the sub goal. I have one. I always open. My new thing I've been doing recently is opening a pack. Whenever. TCG maybe. Pokemon food. No, it was Pokemon related, but I think it was setting up something. I can't remember. Oh, you should remember. I didn't open my Pokepack in Pocket. Hang on. I should probably do that. Pokemon ZA? No. It was game related, but I think it was something we were gonna stream. I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I just remember what it was. The overlay? No, it wasn't the Nuzlocke. It was something else. I think it was another Pokemon game I just wanted to play. Anyway, should I pick Ho-Oh or Lugia? What are you guys thinking? Also, I need to get a new phone case. Look, it's like the whole thing is coming off. See that? Mystery Dungeon? That sounds fun, but I mean like a standard Pokemon game. Oh, was it Arceus? Scarvile? Maybe. Oh, because that car is busted? Yeah, I already have Lugia's immersive, so that's smart. I guess I can show you guys here if it'll let me. Will it let me? Cool, okay. I'm gonna turn the volume up so I can see if it's gonna be something good. I gotta pick one first. I have a system usually for picking these, but they might all be the same today. No Ben. Oh, just fun. Just kidding. I found one. I got a art earlier, but it was the Gligar, which I already have. So, okay, I'll do this one. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. This is hard. Oh, there's something. Is it just normal? It was just normal. Just a black one. Damn. Damn. Nothing cool. Pokemon Gale of Darkness on GameCube. Isn't that the Coliseum stuff? I said standard. Like the main series. I got Centret. I want the Centret full art. I don't have the one. I have so many Chikorita full arts. I have like 4 of them at this point. This has been like my most unlucky set of cards, I think, I've had. Should I open another one? I kind of want to open another one. What do you think? Think we should open another one? Just get a lot of dopamine right now. I have to pull my bonus pick also. I would just stream it onto the front screen, but that one has a full campaign. It does? One more? Okay, hang on. I gotta pull my mystery pick real quick. Got a shiny Nidorino. Lucky! I had no idea that Nidorino, Nidoking, and stuff like that. I didn't realize the color just turns into Nidoqueens. Does Nidoqueens turn into Nidoking's colors if it's shiny? I'm saying a lot of things. Am I talking too fast? I probably am. It is what it is, though. I'm looking at Wonder Picks, sorry. Okay, we'll pull another one. I only have 9 hours waiting, so. Did I summon the albino psychic flying type? What? What? Oh, you mean Lugia? I already have Lugia. We're trying to get Ho-Oh. Okay. Gyarados. Ba-ba. I was like, dun, 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 dun. It's so cute that they use that for the your stuff is ready noise. It's very cute. Okay, I'm trying to see another one. Hang on. Looking around, looking around, looking around, looking around. Oh. Nope, just kidding. That doesn't have anything cool. I guess we'll just do our little... I'll do a little carousel for funsies. So I'm just gonna go crazy. I usually do it for whatever card I want letter-wise. So I usually do the thing. So like syllables like wisdom of C and sky. H-O-O-H. I know that seems silly, but I have my rituals, okay? Fuck you. Okay. I don't think that's anything. Nope. Nothing. Womp womp wah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Why you got that out? Get out. Oh well. I kind of want to open another one. Oh man. I could. I save a lot of hourglasses. I don't use them. Fuck it. I'll do one more. Just for chat. Speaking of Pokemon Worlds is going on right now. Yes, I heard. One of my friends, Nemuriyu, is there right now. Don't tell me because widget don't answer though. Make a Pokemon sense when you plug in the That's really cute. Oop, there's a bent one. Nice. I know those don't actually do anything probably. I just like thinking that they do. Makes my ritual easier to pick. Okay, we'll pick this one then. Okay. I hate when I fail to open one. Shiny Mankey? To start with? Is it a... Wait, is this a... Okay, it's not a God Pack. I was gonna flip my shit if it was a God Pack. But there is another one. Okay, that was crazy. Oh, yes! Oh, God! I've wanted this full art for a while. It's so cute! Nice. 2 in 1. Let's fucking go. Nicely done. And a shiny Mankey? Full art pull. Right! Also, for those that weren't here last time, I know I said it a million times, but we pulled a full art with our last real card. Hang on. We pulled this one, the secret rare for this one, so yippee. Yippee! Yay! But yeah, I saw, yeah, it's Togepi. Who's that Pokemon type shit? Fun. Yay! Yippee! Yeah! I know, it's so exciting. I only recently got into pulling for Pokemon cards, and I'm also doing it for some of the Magic Final Fantasy cards and also the Final Fantasy card game. I just decided to do all that at once because I'm built different, I guess. So it would make cool pajamas. The Togepi pattern is so simple. There's a lady that used to make pottery nearby my old pad, and she would sell them on like the table outside. Like she'd put a table outside, put her stuff, put her QR code, and like it's like a trust system. Like you pick what you want and you pay her via her Venmo. Super cool. She had this really cute cup she made that was like a cracked egg mug, and she put the Togepi pattern on it. It was super cute. She had an oddish bowl also, which was very fucking cute. But yes, very exciting. Cool. That's definitely makes me. What the? Smeargle emblem? I got a Smeargle emblem. Can we see that? I don't think we can see that. That sucks. It's a cute Smeargle. That's all you need to know. It's so cute. What? It's a secret mission. Wait, is it because I found other things? Found the IDs? Of what? I can't see Dick, Captain. Yeah, listen. I realize that now. Hang on. I gotta put this emblem on. It's so cute. What? Yeah, I don't need my ranked one because I'm not doing shit with my ranked one, so. Secret? I didn't know there were secret missions. That's so cool. Anyway. That was good. I'll put it in the Discord for those that didn't know. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Wait, put it in the Discord. I'll add you. I keep telling you guys I'll add you guys. Anyway, I think we'll stop here just so I don't make more mess. So let me put this stuff away. We can yap real quick one last time before we go for today. I promise we'll do better tomorrow in terms of progress. I just was in a big yapping mood for some reason. But I appreciate you listening to me yap. Yoink. And then this can go on top. Yep. I'm not Appa, but I do like the enthusiasm. Okay, let me see. What did I just open? Oh, I opened Pokemon again. Whoopsie. No, thank you for hanging out with me. Oh shit, I have to snooze the ads. Oh, thank God. I almost missed it. You guys are about to get hit with it. I'm glad I didn't have to have that. All right. Let's see. Who should we raid? Let's raid. Sorry, I'm just looking. Oh, I should raid Case because he's doing D&D. If you like D&D and you like Star Wars and other various nerdy shit, you can go see Cage right now. Cage is a homie. He is busy with stuff, but he is very big on Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball, Tekken. Sometimes he likes to say he hates Tekken, but I don't think he fully hates Tekken. But yeah, please be nice to him. I will come with you guys in the raid. You'll get extra points if you follow. And if not, I hope I see you guys tomorrow. My schedule is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at 2 p.m. PST. Conversions are there as well. And if you had to have fun here and you're not following, I hope you will see us sometime. So I will see you guys all later. Have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna go make pasta and go eat. Bye. Hasta la pasta, Jenny.